Johnny Murray here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be giving you my honest review on Bright Memory Infinite. Now, this is a smaller game made by a single developer. A singular dude said, you know what, I want to make a game, and I hope it's good. And let me tell you guys, this is going to be a very positive review. I'll let you know right now, this will be a very positive review. And I do have quite a few things to say about this game because I am pleasantly surprised at how good this game actually is. This game was announced way back in May of 2020, and believe it or not, was actually the very first Series X gameplay we've ever saw. It was the very first. It was the first trailer of the May Inside Xbox event thing. And it was gameplay, and it blew me away. Ever since, I have been wanting to get my hands on this game, and it has finally released July 21st of 2022. And let's start off with the obvious. Number one, it's made by a single developer. We already talked about that. Number two, it's definitely a smaller game. However, there's things that make it bigger in some sense than others. So let's get started with the review, and my biggest issue with the game, and I'll tell you right now, there's not many issues that I have with the game, because it is developed by a singular developer, so I give it some leeway, some grace, some mercy, if you would. It is a really short game, and there's not a ton of content. It is $20, I understand. I think this game would be perfect for Game Pass, but at the moment, it is not on Game Pass. It is a $20 game, and I finished it in about an hour and a half. Now, it does have some replayability to it, and there are skins that you're able to choose, but for the most part, it is a couple and done game. A couple and done game. Maybe you can throw in 4 hours to the game. Yes, that is my biggest complaint, as well as it is a new game, and it probably didn't get as much work on it. There was a lot of bugs that I ran into, and a lot of glitches to where I had to restart from the last checkpoint, or it wouldn't load me in. I had to load back in, and so there were a lot of things. And when you respawn, you instantly have to reload your gun, like you just wasted a mag, even though you just respawned. So there are things that definitely it wasn't completely polished, but for the most part, it's pretty clean, but there are some things that you can definitely tell they weren't fully polished. But let's get into the good. Automatically, instantly, when you play this game, you already know what I'm about to say. If you have played this game, you already know what the best part about it is. If you've seen the game, you probably know what I'm about to say. Instantly, when I make this review, I already know what the best part of the game is. The gameplay. The gameplay in Bright Memory Infinite is elite. Peak. Top tier. Absolutely phenomenal. It is so fast paced. The animations, the different variety and combos, and shooting. The shooting is so satisfying, and it works really well. Is so good. You can pull enemies towards you with this magnetic hand you have. You can blast enemies with that hand. You then have a sword that can do air slashes and melee all at the same time. Then you have gun, of course. You have AR, sniper, shotgun, pistol. Absolutely incredible gameplay. The parkour, the grappling hook, the level design, the stealth. So it very close to perfect gameplay. I cannot lie when I say that. The story is mid. The story's kind of mid, I'm gonna be honest. There really is no story. There's hardly any world building. There's hardly any character development. There's hardly really any plot, except you're just going on this mission. That is literally the main point of the game story, is that you're just on a mission, and it kind of just builds around that. Yo, this is a mission, you're going for this, have fun. that I do complain. I do wish there was a little bit of a more interesting story background to the game. But to be honest, the gameplay is just so good that it overwhelms everything else, as well as the next best thing in this game, which could easily be in first place. If you want to make the argument, that is okay. The visuals. The visuals are insane, especially considering this is a single developer. The things he was able to do with the visuals, all the different environments and atmosphere, as well as all the particles like wind, rain, thunder, dark clouds, bright lights flowing throughout, as well as the enemy animations, your character animations, level designs, buildings, textures. It is so... It's honestly... It looks next gen. It is a visually next gen game, and that is what I applaud for, because that is something I've been waiting with this new generation, is games that I can really say, now this is next gen. And this game really does show it with its gameplay and its visuals. And honestly, they complement each other really well to create a very rich and exciting playthrough. Because as soon as you jump in, you immediately notice the visuals. Okay, they look good. But then when you get into the gameplay, you're like, oh, this just looks insane, and this feels awesome. And that is exactly what I felt. It was just so hype. I didn't want to stop playing because it looked great. It felt great. It was so fun. It was so exciting to look at. They complement each other so well, and that is absolutely what I love about this game. So there are a lot of things that I would like to see more of, and granted, it is a small game. It's an indie game made by one dude. I know I sound like a broken record, but that is a big part of my review of this game, because you do have to give it credit where it deserves. And you know, for how fun and visually appealing the game is, I can be okay without the greatest story. I can be okay without heaps and heaps of content. However, those are something as a consumer and as a gamer I would like to see more of. Therefore, even if you give that leeway to it, there will always still be that thing that drags it down because you want more from it. And for that reason, I'm gonna settle on this game with a... I'm gonna go with a 8.5 out of 10. I know that may be a little low. I'm gonna raise that to a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna raise that to a 9 out of 10. That probably seems... It might seem too high, to be honest. But I am giving that mercy because it is made by one dude. So, I don't know. If... I honestly could see it going down to 8.5. It's 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for me. It's 8.5 or 9 out of 10 for me. It's around there, 8.75, whatever you want to say. Overall, it is a great game. Definitely an A tier game in my opinion, A or B tier game. I really can't decide. I'm so mixed on it because realistically, I think it's a 8.5 B tier game, but personally, I just, for how much fun I had, I think it's like an A tier 9.9. So I'm gonna settle with a low A tier 9 out of 10 game. That is what I'm settling with. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot to love and a lot to be desired. The character, I really like the character. I think the character is really cool. Shelia, I think she's a very cool looking character. She's able to do a lot of things, but we don't really explore her very much, and I really wish we could get to know a little bit more about her backstory and her morals and stuff. But for what they gave us, you can't really do much off of it. As well as the antagonist was kind of just, yo, I'm crazy with the combos, I'm about to kill you, yeah, fight me. And you know, there's just a lot to be desired, but there is so much to love as well. That's my review for Bright Memory Infinite. Let me know what you guys think down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you even play it? Do you want to play it? Let me know anything you want in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe for more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Johnny Morales. Peace.